Hey, it's Saf, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sapphire. I do a lot of really fun, cozy game content, Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, you name it. I'm also live on Twitch every single Friday, but that's enough about me. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So for today's video, we are doing the 3x3 challenge. I have seen a ton of creators doing this challenge and it seems super fun. I have linked the original creator of this challenge down below, so be sure to support them. So for my own twist on it, I decided to ask my followers to send me their favorite aesthetics to try out for this challenge. And they delivered, you guys. They gave me some really fun things to work with today. I'm really excited for this. So I did a bit of prep work and I already laid down some custom path coatings. This will give me a little bit of a sense of the vibe I'm working with today, and I will link those down in the description box. So without further ado, let's get into this. Ah yes, my old pal, Dark Academia. Several of you wanted to see this particular aesthetic coupled with a cozy bookstore aesthetic. So I really wanted to blend those two ideas and make it into a really nice antique university library, you know, something you'd find at Harvard or Yale or one of the great schools in that build. So I picked out, you know, marble columns and grandiose bookcases and coffee cups and fireplaces and just all those really cozy elements that make this the perfect place for a scholar to study. So I initially really struggled with this build, and I think it's because I added a lot of elements that ended up being very tall. You know, I have that giant beautiful pillar, I have the bookshelf, and so I really played around with trying to figure out the positioning of those items so it would look the best. I had a coffee cup there, I decided to go for a typewriter, and I had a really good idea to add in Rover's briefcase that you get from that one side quest in the game, and I thought it was really cute. I thought it would add a little something as if this was somebody's spot. Perhaps they're working on their thesis paper and they've been there for days, basically, at this little nook in the library. And so I actually went back and I changed a few things around. I decided to put the pillar back on the left-hand side, switched out the typewriter for this cute homework set, and I added in a stack of books. So yeah, I was really happy with this outcome. I think it looks really great and looks as if a scholar has been here studying for days. Okay, this might be my favorite build out of these three. This is CottageCore. This is my personal specialty. I had a whole island dedicated to the fairy core and CottageCore aesthetic, so I am very much leaning into the mushroom items, which is my personal favorite. You guys, I love a good mushroom.
It's a giant mushroom. Maybe it's friendly!
So yeah, we have some really fun mushroom-inspired items to work with today for our outdoor cafe build, and that is kind of the general vibe we are working with for this challenge. I went ahead and customized a stall with this beautiful pink wisteria pattern to kind of give it this overgrown, flowery look to it. I'm also adding some adorable planks and this log and clover custom code. And I'm starting to clean up some of the outline of the fence that I did and replacing it with that birch fence instead. To really add to the CottageCore, I added in a mum cushion and some flowers. And I went ahead and changed out that mushroom item for a peach tree. I thought it just looked super cute and added some depth to this build. We are working with CottageCore here, so I really wanted to emphasize the natural environment of CottageCore, and a peach tree lends itself to that perfectly. So now I'm just going ahead and adding in the final details. We have a little mushroom platform for our little bear to sit at, and because this is a CottageCore cafe, we have also added in the cinnamon roll tea tray set and mom's strawberry cake. And last, we have our beach design. This was requested by a friend of ours, Game Catharsis, so I will link them in my description box, so be sure to check them out. And so I was super excited when he suggested to do a Boardwalk beach theme. So I thought immediately about Steven Universe and Beach City, where the show takes place. And so I added in some custom path coatings to do a really cute boardwalk plank aesthetic. And I also went in and I changed out that sand pathing for a custom code as well. And moving on to our furniture, I added in this really cute little crane game machine colored red, as well as a really cute little diner neon sign. Even though this is for a diner, it can work for other builds, and I think it totally fits the theme of a boardwalk. And right here, I actually forgot to hit record when I was going to get some items, and so I kind of forgot to include some of the builds, but you can see I went ahead and I added in a really cute little fortune teller set. I think it really lends itself to the boardwalk theme. You know, people go on the boardwalk to get their readings done, to find out, you know, the future. So I think it really lends itself to that aesthetic. And I went ahead and I stole a furniture item from my plaza area to use for this build instead. I just thought the party lights arch was super cute and made this whole build come together. I think it really adds a lot to the build personally. And lastly, for some finishing touches, I decided to add a Sahara ticket to kind of give the illusion as if somebody had won a carnival game ticket and dropped it near the crane game. So yeah, that's gonna do it for our Boardwalk Beach Town. I was super happy with how this build turned out. I think it looks super good. The 2.0 items really came in clutch here, especially the Party Lights Arch and the crane game. It really brings the whole build together and adds so much character and life to it. And so I was totally happy with this outcome. And for those who made it to the end of the video, thank you so much, friends. I really appreciate your support. Have a cookie. And of course, be sure to leave me a comment down below telling me which of these builds is your personal favorite. I think for me personally, I think the CottageCore build turned out super cute. I was really proud of that one. But overall, I was pretty happy with how all three turned out. It was a lot of fun working with different items I wouldn't normally gravitate towards for a build. So I would say for anybody who is feeling totally lost in their game right now, do this challenge. I had so much fun and learned a lot through exploring these different aesthetics. And so with that being said, my pal Zucker and I will say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching.